Okay. I think you asked me something about this initiative and how I got to learn about it, etc. So, yes. Well, I have seen it initially in passing when traveling or traversing through social media. And then a mutual friend of ours in Bradford, he introduced me to Claire, and I have been paying some attention to her work from time to time. And I frankly was very astounded at her persistence and her energy, if you like. And I think something must have hit her dramatically from a humanitarian point of view to have embarked on such a novel and such an engaging initiative, where she's doing a lot of the work that our diaspora that's been in England for a good clear 50, 60 years has really been unable to do. And I think we should all thank her from the deepest parts of our hearts. And I'm sure this is something which has strong fundamentals, and it also has room for many different opinions.
Human rights are never bilateral issues.
Let's get together today and have a cup of tea. And this tea is for Kashmir. Let's free the Kashmir and support. We need to join together and support Kashmir issue. Thank you.
So why are we having tea with Kashmir? The main thing, the biggest thing, first of all, is to stand in solidarity. Let these people know, let the Kashmiris know they're not alone.
The right to self-determination is never a bilateral issue.
And this isn't just affecting the Kashmiris in Kashmir, but it's also the diaspora, all the family around the world that are concerned about their folks that live there. It impacts and it affects us all. And it's a massive human rights violation. And we're all human beings, regardless of our race, our culture, religion, anything. We are all human beings, and we should be standing up when we're seeing other human beings being treated like that. Because let's face it, we wouldn't want to be treated like that. And if we were and the rest of the world was silent, how do you think we would feel? So
we are suffering. Kashmir is bleeding. Kashmiri children are suffering.
The right of a people to determine their own destiny is never a bilateral issue. It is always an international issue.
We are all here from the London branch. We're here to support the tea, Solidarity Tea for Kashmir, to support this cause.
So we're trying to stand in solidarity with Kashmirs and their struggle for their rights for self-determination. But what we're also trying to do is raise the global awareness so that people know what's happening. We've got amazing work going on at the moment in parliaments, in government levels, at the United Nations, at diplomatic levels, but we just don't have the power of execution at the minute, which I believe will come with the power of the people. And that's what we're trying to do.
Our interest and our duty is getting involved and delivering justice for Kashmir now.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. My name is Parveen Khan. I'm sitting in my garden in West Sussex, Crawley. It's the 5th of October 2021. I'm sitting and it's for Tea for Kashmir because I'm remembering the human rights violations that are happening to the people of Kashmir right now. Please remember them. Don't ever forget the people that are suffering in Kashmir. I'm having a nice cup of tea. It's Kashmiri tea, so I hope you can enjoy it with me.
Hello everyone, we're here today to support the Kashmiri cause by joining in Solidarity for Tea for Kashmir, and we hope wherever this message goes, please do support this genuine cause.
The Kashmiris are not begging the international community. The Kashmiris do not bow before the international community. The Kashmiris around the world unite to demand our birthright to self-determination and to determine our own destiny.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Mahmood Faz and I'm the chair of Liberal Democrat Friends of Kashmir. I'm drinking tea on the 5th of October to show my solidarity with the people of Kashmir. Like many of you, drink tea on every 5th of month, share it across social media and show your solidarity with the oppressed people of Kashmir. Thank you.
बतराव हसनाश बतराव हसनाश मौज वदाज़े बतराव हसनाश बतराव हसनाश
On the 5th of December, we'll be drinking tea for Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come.
Hello, assalamu alaikum and good evening everybody. Today 5th of December 2021. As usual, the solidarity with the Kashmiri people, with the cup of tea with the Kashmiri peoples, and all we want them to freedom like anybody else, and they should the Indian forces should let them free like anybody else, and they deserve to be free with their own choice or whatever they want to live with India, Pakistan or independent. But unfortunately, about 3 years they live in a curfew and by force by Indian forces. All we want them are free and like a free life like any other country in the world. God bless all of you. Assalamu alaikum.
So I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more.
And it's really important, I think, that we do have so many, the cross section, because there's so much division within the Kashmiri freedom struggle, that anything that we can do to help build that unity for the rights for Kashmiris, for humanity, is really key. So hello, my name is Claire Bidwell. I'm from Scotland. This is the year for people to come together for humanity and start standing up for human rights. We're seeing Kashmir under a brutal and illegal occupation by the Indian government and supported by the RSS army. They're a danger to world peace. We are seeing genocide. We are seeing war crimes.
A story of a land. Homes were destroyed, but hopes remain great.
In this year, it is time to let Kashmir
Hi,
decide.
my name is Hamza Qureshi and I am from Azad Kashmir, and I am asking you to stand and solidarity with Kashmir. Thank you.
मेरे वतन तेरी जन्नत में आएंगे एक दिन सितम शारों से तुझको छुड़ाएंगे एक दिन. My name is Zohaib Zaman, a patriotic singer from Kashmir. Let's stand up and show some love and support to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you.
Crimes. We are seeing Kashmiri leaders locked up so that Kashmiris don't have a voice. The media voices are being silenced. People on the inside are being silenced, and it's just simply unacceptable. COVID should not get in the way of human rights, and I'm urging everybody this year to do all you can to make sure the Kashmiris get their right for self-determination and see the end to the abominable crimes that are happening. Thank you. This year it's time to let Kashmir decide.
Humanity should come first, not hatred. So let's try and make 2022 a year of humanity and solidarity.
This is a message to everybody throughout the world, without exception. A happy new year, a prosperous new year of 2022. And I hope that everybody can recognize that there is a territory, the most sought after, the most contested territory in the world, surrounded by 6 of the largest mountain ranges, and a source of fresh water which feeds almost half the world's population. And despite all that, the people here, for all practical purposes, do not exist. And let Kashmir decide is synonymous with that aspiration that the people here want to be recognized, the people here want to play their part in making a better world, and they can't do that if nobody recognizes them.
Yo fam, what's happening? It's King Cash, the BAD here. I was gonna drink tea for Kashmir, but I needed something stronger, so I got my Sting, Red Sting. Holler at me, drinking tea for Kashmir, SolidariTea Day, big up freedom for Kashmir soon, inshallah. Inshallah, Kashmir will be free. You know how we roll. One love, Habibi, always and forever. Job bless.
Kashmir is not a bilateral land dispute. It's actually a humanitarian issue. So let Kashmiris decide.
Hi guys, it's Saeed from Tarif, and I want to wish you all a very happy Christmas and very happy New Year. And we want to feed the world, let them know it's Christmas time. And this year we want to help the Kashmiris, give them a voice and speak for the voiceless. So let the Kashmiris decide what they want to do. The India owned Kashmir as well, they call in all sorts of atrocities there. And the Pakistan owned Kashmir as well, we want Prime Minister Imran Khan to give us a referendum. So that's a clear message, and please let them decide. Thank you. Bye.
Happy New Year to you.
This new year, 2022, for Let's Kashmir decide, Kashmiri wants the referendum. Kashmir should be free. Kashmiri are human. Please speak for Kashmir.
Yeah, let's stand for Kashmir, and we have to talk about the Kashmir, and we want to our right, and Kashmir want free.
Hi there everyone. Just a quick message. Now that the new year is fast approaching on us, and due to the pandemic all over the world, it's been a very, very harsh couple of months, or well, over a year and a half for the whole world. Let's pray that it gets better for us, and at the same time, don't forget, let's pray for the Kashmiris and give them the right for self-determination.
God bless all my brothers and sisters in Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide 2022. I love you all.
My name is Mahmood Faiz, and I'm the chair of Liberal Democrat Friends of Kashmir. As we reach the end of one year and into the new year 2022, people of faith across the globe and of all backgrounds stand united with the people of occupied Indian occupied Kashmir. We will work tirelessly across the globe, regardless of what our faith is, what our ethnicity is, to make sure the people of Kashmir enjoy democracy and equality as according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Oh my God, Ya Rabbu, Ya Allah, may the people of Kashmir be able to breathe freely and freedomly with every breath they take as soon as possible. Ameen.
Hi everyone, Assalamu Alaikum. My name is Waqas Akram and I am from Pakistani administrated Kashmir. I am a human rights activist. I would like to wish a very happy new year to all those who are living in a free country and breathing in a free air. I would like to draw your attention at this moment towards the atrocities and human rights abuses that are going on from last 73 years in Indian occupied Kashmir. People of Kashmir are suffering from last 73 years, and they are waiting and they are looking towards the United Nations for the right of self-determination promise that was made by the UN in 1947. So I would like to request the United Nations and the entire world, the people sitting in the power corridors of the world, the ordinary people of the world, the media outlets, and all other human rights organizations to support and put pressure on India to stop the human rights abuses in Indian occupied Kashmir and give Kashmiris their promised right of self-determination. Thank you.
From Azad Kashmir. This year, let's all unite with Kashmiris for future peace, justice, and for our freedom. Kashmiris are suffering and need to be heard by the whole world. Let's make 2022 the year that we are heard. Please join us every 5th of every month for solidarity and for Kashmir and for today's global awareness. Thank you.
My name is Mary Scully, and I am an American political activist and political writer. I am involved in the Let Kashmir Decide Global Coalition, which has a mandate to build a united international movement to stand in solidarity with the Kashmiri freedom struggle. Our chief demands are for the immediate, unconditional withdrawal of all Indian troops from Kashmir, and for the immediate release of all Kashmiri political prisoners, and along with an accounting of the thousands who are missing or who have been forcibly disappeared. As Kashmiris enter the new year, they are facing an extremely grave human rights situation. And as we enter the new year, the Let Kashmir Decide Coalition renews its commitment to stand with the Kashmiri people and to work tirelessly to build a global and united international movement that can stand with them and force the Indian government to withdraw, to give up all of its claims to Kashmir, and to allow the Kashmiri people to decide their fate for themselves. We invite you to join the Let Kashmir Decide Coalition if you agree with our mandate, which we can make available to you. And if you cannot join the Let Kashmir Decide Coalition, we hope that you find another venue to support actively on social media and in every other way to support this extremely important freedom struggle. What happens to Kashmir is important not just for the freedom of the long-suffering Kashmiri people, but it's important for the entire history of humanity. Their struggle is that important to all of us. So please join with us. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Mizan. I'm doing this video to show my support for Let Kashmir Decide. I hope to see a day where the Kashmiris live free from oppression and any kind of occupation. So please support Let Kashmir Decide. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Vikash Maruf Chaudhary and I am from Azad Kashmir. This year let's all unite with the Kashmiris for our future peace, justice and for our freedom. Kashmiris are suffering and need to be heard by the whole world. So please join us every 5th of the month for solidarity for Kashmir and to raise global awareness. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lee Rhiannon from Australia. I support the global struggle for Kashmiri self-determination. In 2022, let's unite our efforts to ensure justice for Kashmiris, the withdrawal of Indian troops from Indian-occupied Kashmir, the release of all political prisoners, and an end to human rights violations in Jammu and Kashmir. History shows us that public opinion needs to be strong and loud and on the streets to achieve change. Then world leaders will have the courage to speak out against the crimes and lies of the Modi BJP government. That is critical to achieving justice for Kashmir. I work with the Let Kashmir Decide Global Coalition and all those who support self-determination for Kashmir. 2022 must be the year the world speaks out for Kashmir. Thank you.
Indian-occupied Kashmir that can't speak, let them know that we're here with them. But ultimately, of course, we believe that Let Kashmir Decide solution, regardless of what ideology people want, we need to get to that situation where Kashmiris can decide. Because at the moment, sadly, we don't seem to be anywhere near that. I saw somebody commented up on the screen earlier that everybody seems to be talking about it, but nobody seems to be taking action. Now, he may have meant on the ground as opposed to just on screen, but I think it's important for us to recognize the Kashmir issue, or for people watching, the Kashmir issue is not widely recognized in our societies. We know it because we're ensconced in it, we're aware of it, we're working with people with it, but there's a lot of people on the streets in general, because it's not in our mainstream media, that don't know. So our work, of course, as we know, is to raise the awareness. So we may be talking about it, but we have to raise the awareness and try and reach people beyond us that can help, because people's power will be the only thing that will get us through United Nations doors, through our government's doors, because, you know, not enough people are listening at the moment.
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can't deny me, you can't decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, 'cause you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho, lives will come tumbling. Deny my place in time, you squander wealth that's mine. Your light will shine so brightly it will blind you. Because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, 'cause you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when the answers were just not good enough,
Assalamualaikum, my name is Global SolidariTea from Azad Kashmir. Please, would you help us raise awareness for Kashmir issue with tea? This year, it's time to let Kashmir decide.
Well, this is my most favourite time of the whole week when I get to go home from school. Working week over. The only thing is, this time I'm not going home. I am going down to Glasgow to have SolidariTea with Kashmir. Come along. Waiting for the bus with the sun in my eyes. It's a lovely day. Still a bit chilly, so the hat's on my head, and I'm heading along to the ferry. Looking forward to it. I'll try and turn the camera around so you can see what's happening. My trade. I'm here in Glasgow, in the centre of Glasgow, George Square. I absolutely love George Square. It's well lit up. I've just come from Buchanan Street. I don't know if we can see Buchanan Street in the background. It's been modernised, they've done it all up. Glasgow's a real mix. The people are so friendly. So it's dark here, but I have no worries. Everyone's calm, there's the young ones out, there's older couples walking. It's just really nice. People on their phone, there's lots of benches here. There is a bench over to my right here with loads of cigarette butts and a big pile of puke. That is Glasgow for you. They've closed off some of the cars coming around the square, so it's actually feel really nice. Actually, I'll try and I don't think I can turn the camera around when I'm talking to you, so I'll stop and I'll just give you a wee glimpse of Glasgow. It is actually really, really cold. That's the Glasgow Queen Street station. It's been a beautiful day, and so the sky's clear, and let's say it's cold. So this is George Square. I'm just giving you a wee circle round. It's nice. I do like it. I like the buildings here. So it's not too busy. Friday night in Glasgow. Still got their Christmas decorations up, even though the lights aren't on, so I guess that doesn't count. Okay, so onwards, and I'll catch up with you later.
Hello, and welcome to Martyrs Square in Portley, Azad Jammu and Kashmir, otherwise described as Pakistani-controlled Jammu and Kashmir. Here's my cup of kawa, which I've been drinking from Chai Kada, and Claire Bidwell will be familiar with the tea house that she visited herself at some point last year. So this is to indicate solidarity, and solidarity with a TEA at the end, with all those people who have some concern, some genuine concern and worry and anxiety over what's happening in Kashmir.
Yeah, brilliant. What's the advantage, Ishak, of being able to stand on the streets and speak to people about what's happening rather than sitting on a computer and pashing away at the buttons?
So, are you going to keep speaking to the same people in Zoom meetings or Facebook groups? You have to speak to people who are against your cause as well. Free Palestine, thank you very much. Israel still practices ethnic cleansing.
And give me an example of somebody you've spoken to today and where they will then be going on to, and they can take the word with them.
I speak to climate activists, I speak to people who are for Kazakhstan, I speak to all sorts of people. I've spoken to many people from China who are now interested in Palestine. You have to speak to everyone, all groups. You know, you have to. If you really want your message to go out there, you can't keep speaking to the people who you're associated with for tens of years. It doesn't work that way.
reference to human rights violations with regard to restrictions on freedom of expression, assembly, movement, etc., etc. And I hope more and more people can sensitize themselves to this humanitarian issue and can also understand that all countries concerned, including Britain, including Pakistan, including India, including China and including America, have some share of responsibility to avert this disaster, to avert this tragedy. Thank you very much for watching.
My name is Batman. On the 5th, I'll be drinking tea from Kashmir, Gotham City, where we will be drinking your tea from Kashmir.
What's happening, people? It's your boy King Cash again, back in the house. I was locked up 2 weeks in Kenya now, but it's about that time again. Solidarity for Kashmir. Here at the Kashmiri Embassy, you know, we're repping hard here in North Wheezy. You know we about that life. But no one was there to make me a cup of tea today, so I'm waiting. I'm having my tea later, inshallah. Solidarity for Kashmir every day anyway. You know how we roll. Inshallah, Kashmir will be free real soon, inshallah.
Let Kashmir decide.
Freedom for Kashmir, all Kashmiri people, and freedom for Palestine. Freedom for Kashmir, Amin Ya Rab.
So, for Kashmiris, I mean, obviously we know that all activists and all humanity can come and work together. We all support Ukraine, we all support Syria, we all support anybody, you know, that suppress. What can Kashmiris do with our Solidarity event where we're attempting to raise awareness? Where can they bring the tea? What can they do with that? How can they maximise efforts?
Look around you. I'm standing next to you, and even then I've got to raise my voice a little touch because it's so busy. It's so busy at the Glasgow City Centre. And look, am I having any issues standing here?
Absolutely none at all.
As a coloured person? Yeah?
No.
As a coloured person, those days are over. Stop being cowards. Get off your ass. Come on the street. Come and talk to people. Come and talk to real life people. Because half the people you're speaking to are probably robots.
Yeah.
Facebook robots.
And we can bring our voices to communities, community events, invite other people, bring them the culture, bring it to the streets, bring it to the people.
Bring all the communities together. The people who want to stand for Yemen, people who want to stand for Syria, for Ukraine. For whenever there's oppression, bring all the groups together.
Brilliant.
Bring them together for climate justice.
Fantastic. So Glasgow, what Glasgow's going to be doing coming up is we're like the oceans, we're going to rise with the climate people, because we're seeing that in Palestine, we're seeing that in Kashmir, where the environment is being damaged because of the war amongst all this and what's going on the ground. So every Friday at 12 o'clock, last Friday of every March, I would imagine, it's looking like the 25, bring your Kashmiri flag, bring your Scottish flag, bring your Palestinian flag, bring your Ukraine flag, bring your Syrian flags, come and be seen, bring your leaflets, give them out, speak to people, ask them what they do, see who you can get involved with, see what you can do. We have to grow this movement because Kashmir still isn't known. Thank you.
I am Rashid Mahmood from Italy. I am Asian representative of Let's Kashmir Decide. This 5th of March 2022 for Let's Kashmir Decide. Kashmiri are a human being. They want referendum. Being a Kashmiri, I am a Kashmiri, I want referendum. This year, I pray to God that may Allah give us freedom.
तेरी रुसवाई अब तो गवारा नहीं।
This is a tea being held at the top of the mountain towards Lasdana. This tea is in solidarity with the Kashmir, Let Kashmir Decide movement.
Yes. Here, here.
Give up? Who, me? Never. Stop? Who, me? Never. That's for the next guy. That's for the next girl. But not me. Why? Because I don't...
2 years in Manchester, I've learned quite a few things. I've learned what a freedom fighter actually looks like. I'm an ex-British Army officer, and I know I've met many, many warriors. I've met many soldiers. But the people who actually free nations, they don't look like Rambo. They don't come in uniforms. The people who actually change history look like you and look like me. They are mums, they are dads, they are children, brothers, sisters. That's who actually scares the BJP. And right now, we've come together for this simple idea. What's more British than a cup of tea? Because for the last 2 years, we've had lots of protests all across the UK, across the world. But do you know what the problem has been? We have been campaigning and protesting to each other.
इस दौर के रस्म रवाजों से, उन तख्तों से, उन ताजों से, इस दौर के रस्म रवाजों से, उन तख्तों से, उन ताजों से, जो जुल्म की कोख से जनते हैं, इंसानी खून से पलते हैं, जो नफरत की बुनियादें हैं, जो नफरत की बुनियादें हैं, और खूनी खेत की खादें हैं।
My name is Han, being from Germany, and I drink a solidarity cup for Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
My name is Sarah Seeley. I'm from California, and I drink this cup of tea for solidarity with Kashmir. For Let Kashmir decide.
Okay, wonderful.
From Manila, Philippines. Tea for you. Tea for Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
Just a perfect day. Problems all left at home. We can do this on our own. It's such fun.
I request all the worlds, they must pressurize to India. They must lift the curfew from Kashmir and give the right of self-determination to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Just a perfect day.
Hi, good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Waqas Akram. I'm from Azad Kashmir. Today, on 5th of April, I stand with the oppressed Kashmiri nation, and I request the United Nations to play their role to end this Kashmir conflict, and also for the right of self-determination for Kashmiri people. Let Kashmir decide.
Very good. My name is Sarah Seeley. I'm from California, United States, and I stand with the Kashmiri people. And I also ask the United Nations to step in and stand with them and let the people in Kashmir decide, and let Kashmir decide. It's good.
But the hope is what will get us through. So solidarity for Kashmir is it's a really simple idea in that, in that anybody can come together for tea for Kashmir. When I learned about the Kashmir dispute, it was only just under 3 years ago. And what alarmed me was it was when India went in and revoked Article 370 35A, and I heard from a friend that he couldn't contact his family, and his distress alone was enough to alert me to it. Nothing in media, in the Western media, so it simply become, what frustrated me was that there's no awareness. And if we don't know about it, then how can we do anything to help anybody? I know it's not my struggle with regards to Kashmir freedom. That's the Kashmiri people's struggle, and we know that. But in Indian illegally occupied Kashmir, they're being silenced constantly.
Such a perfect day.
We should be concerned about the revocation of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir by the Indian government. We should be concerned about the military lockdown in Jammu and Kashmir and the resulting human rights concerns that come out of that.
Solidarity for Kashmir.
Words. Why? Because we care about the future of this country. We care about the future of the young people of this country. And that is why I want to stand here and speak on a motion that I believe affects us the most, and yet we don't know about it. And that's the issue of Kashmir.
Can I just say, as regards to Kashmir, any allegations of human rights violation or abuse is deeply concerning and does need to be investigated thoroughly and transparently, and we have raised our concerns about Kashmir with both the governments of India and with Pakistan. We're very clear on the importance of rights being respected, and we continue to call on all remaining restrictions imposed since the constitutional changes in August of 2019 to be lifted as soon as possible, and for any remaining political detainees to be released. We do think it's for India and Kashmir to find a long-lasting political resolution on Kashmir, but that also needs to take into account the wishes of the Kashmiri people.
Hello friends, this is Saidul Karim from World Largest Refugee Camp of Bangladesh, and as you know, I am a Rohingya youth. So today I am drinking a coffee in solidarity with the people of Kashmir.
Thank you.
And I went to free Kashmir.
My name is Sarah Seeley. I'm from California, and I'm drinking this tea in solidarity with Kashmir. I stand with the people of the Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
Yes. My name is Hans Fink, and I drink my tea for Kashmir. Tea, solidarity with Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
My name is Sarah Seeley. I'm from California, and I'm drinking this tea for Kashmir to stand in solidarity for Kashmir. Let Kashmir decide.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Great.
Let Kashmir decide. My name is Sarah, and I'm making these videos to help the people in Kashmir.
हुर्रियत के नौजवान तुझको है मेरा सलाम।
बरसरे पैकार है, बरसरे पैकार है, यासीन मलिक, यासीन मलिक, बरसरे पैकार है, यासीन मलिक, यासीन मलिक। आहिनी दीवार है, हुर्रियत के गाजियों शहीदों,
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence but committed no crime. And by mistakes I've made a few. I've had my share of sad kicks in my face, and I've come through. We are the champions, my friend, and we keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the
So here is my Kashmir Solidarity Tea. Kashmir can be free, and we have to believe with heart that green crescent flag will fly in Indian illegal occupied Jammu and Kashmir soon, inshallah. I urge UN to honor their commitments made with Kashmiri people over 70 years ago and let them decide their fate as per their free will.
my curtain calls. You've given me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all. It's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't what I lose. We are the champions, my friend, and we keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions, my friend. And we keep on fighting till the
My name is Mahmood Fadl. I'm chair of Liberal Democrat Friends of Kashmir. On the 5th of August, I'll be drinking tea for Kashmir. When all of us collectively drink tea together, it's not just a cup of tea, it shows solidarity across the globe, from England to Australia to America to New Zealand. Drink tea for Kashmir on the 5th of August.
Kashmir.
Hi, my name is Upkar Singh from Nations Without States. I'm an ardent supporter of the Kashmiri people's fight for liberation and freedom. I believe that the Azad Kashmir is the only way forward. I've just attended my close family friend, Jagdeep Singh's funeral, who was a lifelong supporter of the Kashmiri people and many other minorities. Now, here's to Kashmir and its freedoms.
It's the 4th of August 2022 on the eve of the 3rd anniversary of India's action to integrate that part of Jammu and Kashmir, 48% of it, into India's union. And we are also on the verge of being similarly integrated into the Pakistani Federation on this side of the divide. And I'm enjoying or trying to enjoy a peach malt drink here while I contemplate how the unprecedented public protests taking place throughout AJK can remain consistent and persistent.
Hi, my name's Graham Williamson, Chairman of Nations Without States. I'm just here with my friends, Kashmir, from Sikh peoples, myself of course from the English, all united together in support of Kashmir and its liberation. Cheers, 5th of August, Tea for Kashmir. Thank you.
जलता है कश्मीर हमारा जलता है कश्मीर.
Hi, my name is Shams Rahman and I am a very active supporter of Let Kashmir Decide and Kashmir Solidarity. And I think this is not just a cup of tea. This is becoming a movement. And let's make it a worldwide and most effective movement for the rights of people of Jammu and Kashmir.